So what you plan on doing today?
No plan for. I'm planning to go up there to paint the roof.
That's an ongoing thing here.
Woo.
As far as somebody comes to visit, I ask them if they're here to paint the roof. Our roof needs to be painted, but I'm not in no rush because I know when they paint it, I'm going to have to do some replacement of some of the tiles up there. So, I mean, it's, what color is it? It's red. We like the color, either what color? Gray, some type of gray. Some type of gray. We don't know if it's dark gray, light gray. See, the
Maybe
roof,
dark gray.
the roofs around here, I would figure in a hot climate, you would have like a light color so it doesn't attract the sun so much. But you don't see that around here. You see dark colors on the roof.
Yeah.
So,
What light color then?
like, I don't know. I don't know. Not the same color of the house because you need some type of separation from one color, you know. But that's what I always thought. I thought if you
Or light gray then?
no, because the house is light gray. I mean, what would be the perfect would be like a dark gray.
Yeah.
But like I said, I always thought the lighter the color, it does dark colors attract the sun. Light colors, not so much. What do I know? And yeah, people say, well, insulate your attic. So let me tell you what, man. The insulation here, what I have seen, it's real thin sheets. It's nothing. It's not like we have in the States where it's 6 inches or whatever. It's real thin sheets. One side it's insulated, the other side is like looks like aluminum foil. Kind of like you have on your insulation you put in your house. So I don't know. It's just like I said, it's a real thin. How thin? I think maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe. I'm not sure. There's some already up there, but not. It's coming down. So it's got to be replaced. One of these days, I got to replace it. I'm on my second cup of coffee. Folgers classic medium roast coffee. Yeah, we don't. I stay away from the instant. I'm not a big fan of instant coffee.
That is only for emergency use.
Yeah, we have instant coffee in the house, but
I just got the instant coffee that is only for emergency.
yeah, I mean it works in a pinch. I mean I don't hate it, but if I had a choice, I pick the regular coffee before I pick instant. And here they sell it, what is it, 3-in-1, where you get a package of coffee, depending on what color, you know, because they got the white coffee.
Yeah.
Then they have what different categories do they have it in? You know, when you go to the store, if you want
dark,
yeah, you got the dark coffee. Then there's brown or something like that.
brown that is Arabica. What Arabica?
Yeah, they have different names.
But the taste is good. It's just like.
But what I have noticed, those 3-in-1s that have a tendency to be a little bit too sweet.
Yeah, they put.
You know, I'm not in this. I'm really. This coffee, the only thing I use is black, and I use stevia. And the only reason I use stevia is to take that bitterness out of the coffee. That's the only reason. I don't use creams. I used to like creams. Well, when I was driving, you know, I add the cream, you know, all that other stuff. But now
They add too much cream, too much
yeah,
sugar.
the 3-in-1s, they add too much sugar to it, I think. Now, some people like it, some people don't. I guess it's a matter of taste. You know?
But this coffee, like I said, if I have creamer, that's it. No need to add sugar.
Yeah. A lot of times you'll use brown sugar.
No, it's much better the brown sugar than the.
Yeah, a lot of times she'll use brown sugar.
Yeah.
You know, she has white sugar. We have white sugar, but if she has a choice between white sugar and brown sugar, she'll use brown sugar.
It's much better.
What do you mean by what much better?
It's much better, more.
Is it
less-
sweeter or is that less sweeter?
Less chemicals or whatever
know.
the process.
See, here you can get sugar cane here. I have sat there and I'm like, oh wow. Because I'm not a big sugar guy. I have watched people eat off the sugar cane, sit there and eat the sugar. I'm like, wow. That's gotta, I don't know how they do it. Now, if you eat sugar off the sugar cane, isn't it sweet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it gotta be like really sweet. Ugh.
You know the when you eat the raw sugar cane.
No, I never. I'm being honest with you. I don't touch sugar. I really don't like sugar. I mean, I'm not. I like. That's funny though because I'm being kind of a hypocrite, and I'll tell you why. Because, ask Miles. I love cakes. I love ice cream. Okay. I mean, I don't go out and get it every day, but I'll eat that. But like sugar in my car, I guess it's I pick and choose.
It's
you
true.
know.
When you buy the container of ice cream,
I love
how
ice
many
cream.
days, many times you open the refrigerator.
That's just a comfort thing to me. Ice cream. The cakes here, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like Philippine cakes. It's not. It depends on where you go. Like I said, we got that one favorite bakery that we like to get our bread because the bread's real soft, you know, and other breads around here are like grainy, you know. So I guess where you go to get your cake, you know.
The grainies, they add more wheat
Well, I don't know what they're adding to it. All
than
that
the
is,
or brown flour.
yeah, brown flour.
Brown flour.
I never heard of brown flour. That might be because I never heard of brown flour.
Flour.
Oh, flour, white flour. Yeah, I never heard of brown flour. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe I've been under a rock too long. But yeah, it's Sunday. Miles got up. What time did you get up this morning?
5:50. 4:50.
4:15. I got up at 6. I mean, that's her thing, man. She gets up. Well, you get up and she works on her garden. Which, I mean, I understand. I mean, she can get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I could, you know, that's her. And she does what she wants. But she works on her garden. She says because it's not hot. Which, yeah, it's true. You know, and like I have said so many times, man. Between 11 and 12 o'clock, people go hibernate. They go and hide.
Because it's too hot.
Yeah, it gets hot here. But you know what I always been told? When you're in the Philippines, do what the Philippines do. Philippine people do.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'll be in the market with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a pair of flip-flops on, and I'm sitting there sweating my ass off. And then you see people walking around with long pants, long sleeve shirts, a freaking hoodie shirt, a hoodie on with a hat, with a ball cap and a mask, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with them? But that's just the way it is. They try to stay away from the sun. The sun is very hot here, very hot. So they try to stay away from the sun. It means the sun is closer to, you know, closer here. But I don't know. But yeah, you do what the Philippines do. I'm like, nope. And I didn't know this, but a large majority of your Philippines can't swim.
Huh?
A large majority of you Philippine people can't swim.
Can't swim?
Yes, yeah. And I was like, I forget who told me that. Which I don't know if it's true or not. They say they can't swim. I said the country's surrounded by water. You know, islands. How many islands you got here? It's up there.
1,000.
It's like in the thousands. 900 something thousand. I'm not sure. I should have looked it up, but I don't care.
More than 1,000?
Yeah. And they speak 163 different languages here. Now their national language is what? Tagalog, right? Tagalog, right? And depending on what region, like this region, the primary language is Ilocano. But also in Cajun Valley or Luzon.
Cagayan Valley is just like Cagayan Valley is mixed.
What,
There are
Ilocano and...
Ilocano, Ibanag, Itawis, but the main should be the main dialect of Cagayan is Ibanag.
But the more south you go, the language changes, right? Yeah.
They have their own language also, just like Ilongga, Iloilo, Cebuano, Muslim. Yeah.
So, if you want to learn the language, well, like I said, Tagalog is the national language. But there is people here that can't speak Tagalog, right? Like the mountain people, or the people who live out in the middle of nowhere, and all they know is they speak their area language and they don't learn Tagalog, right? I mean, it's not a bad thing, it just happens. There's people in the United States that can't speak English, so what? But it's just something that happens.
Those people living in a mountain they can speak Ilocano with either Ilocano or their own dialect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Tagalog is not their daily use of daily language. That's what I should say.
I don't know, because those people in the mountain already adopted adopted learning in Tagalog, Tagalog and English. They are also studying now. They are studying now. Before they are not going. They don't go to. They never go to school. Now they are already. They have their own. They have their own school now.
So what happens? Say like the mountain. People call them the mountain people. I don't know the real term for them.
We call that Eta.
Eta?
Mm-mm.
Okay, the Etas. Okay. Do they all go to school, or some of them don't go to school?
Some they don't go to school. Some are going to school there.
So if okay, say a family chooses not to send their kids to school, is there any kind of could they go to jail for it? Could they be arrested for it? Is it against the law not to send your child to school?
No.
No.
The government already helping them to educate, help them to study.
But you want to know something? I know people in general throughout the world like to categorize. Put people in different slots. Okay? In other words, and usually it's the ones that say they're well educated, the ones that've been to university colleges. Okay? They're the ones that like to do that. I'm not saying all of them. They like to, it just makes themselves feel, it gives them that elitist status quo, you know. Oh, I'm the smart one in the room. But I have found out, you know, I have witnessed, I have seen people get degrees, you know, they go through their 12 years of high school. That's how long our schools are, from first grade to 12th grade. And then after that, if you want to go to universities or whatever, that's on you. There is people in the United States that spend 10 years in a university. Okay? That's and they see what the scam is, or it's not really a scam, it's how they play this out, is while they're attending school, okay, they get all these student loans. They do not have to pay these student loans while they're in school. They don't have to pay them. Okay? But as soon as they graduate, or as soon as they decide, oh, I'm so smart, I don't need to go to school anymore, they go out in the free world, that's when they start paying their school. And all of a sudden they look and they're whining and they're complaining, oh, I want it free, I want it free. No, nobody told you to stay in school and get your doctor's degree. And a lot of these PhDs that people get, it's meaningless. It's meaningless.
We call that scholar.
Yeah, but
it depends what is your standing in the school. If you're smart, if you're really smart, they will offer you scholar.
Scholarship?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, like the easiest way out from going to, and I know it's not for a lot of people. I get it, I understand. The easiest way to get an education for free is either get a scholarship when you're in high school. In other words, apply yourself and work really hard and get good grades and apply for scholarships.
Yeah.
Okay, where you go to school for free. Okay, that takes a little initiative. A lot of people don't want to do that. Or you could sign up for the military, where the military has, like, I know the Army is really big on it. In other words, you go in the military, you want to go to college, we'll pay for it. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They rather free. See, I notice today in society, if anything has the word free before anything, like free education, free medical, they're all in. They're all in, but they don't know where the money's coming from. Or they don't care where the money's coming from. But you know, Margaret Thatcher once said, who was the Prime Minister of England, she once says the problem with socialism is after a while you run out of other people's money. That's the biggest problem with socialism, is you run out of money. You run out of other people's money. Now, a lot of people turn around and say, about, give me your honest opinion, do you really believe that the Philippine medicine is free here? In other words, the medical, as far as going to the hospital and stuff, is it free? Do you have, okay, when you go to the hospital, do you have to pay for it, or is it, it's all free? I'm asking you a question. I know you're looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about?
Of course, if you go to hospital for medication, you need to pay, no free.
Okay. Do you know in England they have free medical?
I don't know.
I don't want free medical because in England, I talked to people in England about it. The National Health Service is going broke because there's more people putting their hands in the pot than there is people putting money into the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think more.
So in other words, there's more takers. Good way. There's more takers than there is givers in the national health system. So I think what I think ruined the health system in the United States. I was military. Military is a form of socialized medicine. The only thing I ever paid was $7 a day. If I was in a hospital, or a dependent was in a hospital, it was $7 a day, and that was it. So the military medicine is a form of socialized medicine in the United States. But what I think why the medicine is so expensive, the medical field in the United States is so expensive is, number one, the insurance companies. Number two is pharma. I don't know. I had a friend who was in the hospital and he showed me his bill. He got one aspirin cost him like $100. One aspirin cost $100. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Expensive.
Now, well, okay, Miles has a real good memory. That's why I want to ask her. When you had to get a CAT scan, do you remember how much it cost? Roughly. You don't have to give an exact. Do you remember how much it was? I know it was like 1,000 pesos, wasn't it? CAT scan, when they want to do a CAT scan on your neck.
Scan is 10,500.
10,000. A CAT scan, 10,000. That's roughly $200. How much does it cost in the States for one CAT scan?
How much? 10,000.
Thousands of dollars.
10,500. What I know before is they said many people says that the biopsy we are going to pay, but they are considered as free. Is it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
We didn't pay any.
No, we didn't. When they took that mass out of your thing, they didn't charge. But they
Yeah.
might have. They might have at the end of it.
They might-
You know, all I was I just wanted to get the hell out of that hospital, and it got to the point where I just paid the money and I was just like, whatever, I gotta go. You know, it's just. I'm not saying that Philippines has a bad health system. I'm not saying that at all. But it was just, I just wanted to leave. And I feel like that in the States when me or somebody else, you know, I haven't spent any, the only time I spent time in a hospital was when I was in the military. And that's right before I retired. But even when I go visit somebody, man, I'm like, I just don't like hospitals. I do not like hospitals.
Why?
It's just a mental thing. Because usually everybody that I went to visit in the hospital were dying, you know? And I just don't like hospitals. I don't like them at all. They make me nervous. It can make me nervous. So we got nothing planned for today, which is fine. It's a Sunday. Chill out Sunday. Every day's chill. We got chill out Monday, chill out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
No.
Saturday.
We cannot do that on Tuesday because there is no
Oh yeah.
electricity.
This coming Tuesday, the 23rd,
Mm-mm.
we're having a brownout. And the brownout is where we have no electricity, for people who don't know. On the 23rd, from 6 o'clock in the morning
To 6
to
o'clock in the evening.
6 o'clock in the evening. So, your malls, and people flock, when they have brownouts, people flock to the malls. And the reason why they do that, because the malls have their own backup generators.
Mm.
So, plus I need to get my immigration taken care of. So we're just going to go on the 23rd and get that taken care of.
Mm. The mall are not included. They have electricity. The only affected area is Pinili, Coronao, here.
Mm.
3 towns.
They're doing some testing.
Testing, annual testing of generators.
So it is what it is, you know. Well, you got anything else?
No.
Well, I'll let you all go. You all be good. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Love yous. Bye.
Bye bye.
You're weird.